Hello! In this tutorial we will see how to perform the surgery standard planing after I've made the 3DSF, as I showed it in the previous video. So now we go through this button, we go directly to Nemotec, Orthodontic Surgery Diagnosis and Planning, and to the first step, standard planing. In this panel you will see in the left, in the layout, we have an edit button, so we can select, for example, the maxillary, if you want to move the maxillary, or the mandible. This means the complete structure, or just the mandible one piece, or just the chin. This is the mandible body. Also, the other option that are not selected right now is for segmental maxillary. We can move independent the left and right segment, or if we have performed a osteotomy for hemisection for the mandible, we can select just the right side or left side, and it is for the chin segmentation. The other button is for subapical osteotomy. So right now we have overjet and overbite value. We can have control about them during the standard planing. And here we have an action button. The action button is for semi-automatic option. For example, we can restart, we can adjust to the final model occlusion or segmented model occlusion, or we can adjust to midline, level counting. Everything is automatic because we've traced the 3DSF before. And then we have the free movement panel. In this panel, I can use this kind of arrow to move in the three plane of the space, to the right, to the left, up, down, or rotating, and I can decide the measurement in which I'm moving my bone. For example, if I want to perform one advancement of the mandible body, I just select the mandible body. I can select I want to move forward for 5 millimeter. I can place 5 like the value for the movement and click just in the arrow. If maybe it's too much, I can also replace this value with 1 millimeter, go back, and then start with other movement, for example to go down 1 or 2 millimeter. For the map distance, I can activate this button just to take in account the occlusion. I can make click. So the software is analyzing all the contacts of my patients, and it will show in the occlusal view all the contact I have. These occlusal contacts, they are in real time, they are refreshing. So for example, if I just take the mandible one piece, I can rotate this part of the bone to have less contact in the anterior area. How can I do it? I can do it through the arrow for the rotating functionality, or I can directly click on the mandible body and will open this kind of tool. This tool is a free movement tool. I can decide, for example, looking the small circle, I can move the small circle, I can place the small circle in the contact in the posterior area and rotate a little bit to better have less contact in the anterior area. You can see here I have all degrees, and when I move something in the small window with the black square and white number, I can see the degrees I'm moving right now. I can also move all around, and with the free movement tools adjust better the occlusion of my patients. I can also decide the center of rotation through this button, fulcrum button, and I can decide, for example, if I want to make a movement in the frontal view, for example, from the tip of the canine. So I can say it the canine left cusp tip, and I can move my segment through this button.